Hey there, political enthusiasts! Today, we're diving into some intriguing developments from the Southern African Development Community, or SADC. Recently, an extraordinary summit was held in Harare, Zimbabwe, aiming to tackle some pressing issues in the region. But here's the kicker, only 4 leaders showed up. Let's unpack this, shall we? So, let's set the stage. The summit was chaired by Zimbabwe's President Emmerson Mnangagwa. The key issues on the table? Security crises in eastern DRC and the post-election violence in Mozambique. 2 critical topics that undoubtedly require regional cooperation. However, despite the gravity of these issues, the turnout was, well, let's just say it was less than stellar. Only the presidents of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Mozambique, and Madagascar, along with Botswana's leader, decided to attend. That's right, just 4 leaders. Now, why did the rest of the SADC heads of state skip this summit? Some had other commitments, sure. But analysts suggest that something more might be at play here. Mnangagwa's leadership has been under fire, marked by his own disputed elections and ongoing human rights concerns in Zimbabwe. These controversies might have made some leaders hesitant to participate under his chairmanship. Let's zoom in on Mozambique for a moment. The country has been in turmoil since the disputed elections on October 9th. The ruling Frelimo party has been accused of rigging the vote, leading to violent protests and a heavy-handed government crackdown. Amnesty International has even called out SADC for its silence on the issue, urging a stronger stance against the escalating violence. During the Harare summit, Mozambican President Filipe Nyusi faced considerable pressure to address these allegations and the government's response to the protests. The summit provided a platform for dialogue, with SADC leaders urging restraint and a commitment to democratic principles. But the absence of most SADC leaders raised some eyebrows. It cast doubt on the regional bloc's unity and effectiveness in addressing such critical issues. If SADC can't get its leaders in one room to discuss solutions, how can it hope to resolve these crises? The situation in Mozambique continues to be a point of concern. The heavy military presence and reports of excessive force against civilians have drawn international condemnation. It's a stark reminder of the urgent need for a unified response from SADC to restore stability in the region. So, what does this mean moving forward? The effectiveness of SADC's efforts in mediating these crises and ensuring peaceful resolutions remains to be seen. The Harare summit was a step towards dialogue, but the lack of attendance highlights the challenges the bloc faces in presenting a cohesive front. Alright, political enthusiasts, that's a wrap for today. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates on regional and global politics. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged.